I heard her scream, and Mommy was saying this, I can't breathe! I can't breathe! Mommy just ran out the door, and then her fall down and died.
This is Fentley and her brother Braden recounting the horrible events that left their mother critically injured and their uncle deceased. But what they reveal next makes it far more unsettling.
And then her right here.
She poke her in the neck with a knife?
Mommy was dying outside. All the blood was coming out of her.
The person who attacked their mother and uncle is someone close to them, who they love and trust. But what could possibly push a seemingly loving family member to such violent extremes?
And Granny just poked her in the neck with a knife?
Yeah, I saw blood in the hallway, and I saw Granny's mom.
On the morning of January 24th, 2017, law enforcement from Escambia County, Florida, responded to reports of a stabbing in a home in Heritage Oaks Mobile Home Park. When they arrived, they found 18-year-old Devin Francis already deceased, his 24-year-old sister, Gabrielle Torrance, and their 45-year-old mother, Janelle Francis, were both in critical condition.
She walks back to my brother's room, and then she walks back into the living room, and she just gives me this glare. There was nothing said, no argument, none of the such. And she just glared at me for about 2 minutes or so, and she just jumped on me. And I just grabbed her arms, I looked up at her, and I was like, Mom, what are you doing? And I didn't even realize she stabbed me. There's like no chance that I should have survived, but I did.
The only witnesses there that morning were Gabrielle's 4- and 5-year-old children. What they are about to describe are events no child should ever have to witness.
Who is your mommy? Do you know what mommy's name is?
Gabrielle.
Mommy's name is Gabrielle? Okay. And who is your grandmother?
Granny, honey.
Who's Granny?
Granny's Janelle.
Granny is Janelle. Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about what happened in there this morning that you saw?
I saw blood in the hallway, and I saw Granny kill Mom.
You saw Granny kill Mama?
Yeah, with a knife and twist my arms like this.
Who was twisting your arms, baby?
Mommy.
Mommy was twisting your arms? Was she playing with you?
Yeah.
You and Mommy were just playing?
Yeah.
And
I've been hitting her, and Brandon was using the last piece, and I've been crying.
so you and Mommy and Braden were playing,
Yeah.
and Mommy had you by the arms like this, and she was wrestling around with you. What did Granny say?
Granny said, poor dear.
Granny said, what, baby? Put her down?
No,
Yeah.
poor dear.
Oh, poor dear. Okay. And then what happened?
Her got the knife out of the drawer and then kill her right here.
Granny got a knife out of the drawer.
Yeah, and then her killed her right here.
She poke her in the neck with the knife? And she poked who? Mommy?
He poked herself right in the stomach, and then her poked Uncle D in the arm right there, and I saw blood on his arm.
Okay. So Granny got a knife out of was it in the kitchen?
The kitchen.
And what is a kitchen? Can you describe the kitchen to me? What all is in a kitchen?
There's bowls and snacks at the top.
So all kinds of stuff to cook with, right?
The little girl being interviewed is Gabrielle's 4-year-old daughter, Bentley. In her account, Gabrielle was simply playing with her moments before the attack, suggesting there may have been more to what Janelle believed she was seeing. But at just 4 years old, police still need to verify whether her version of events accurately reflect what happened inside the trailer.
And so Granny went into the kitchen and got a knife out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
And was her and Mommy, were they arguing? Were they fighting back and forth?
Yeah.
What were they saying? Did they have an argument?
No, her didn't say nothing.
Okay.
I heard her scream, and then my bike is in there too.
Who was in there?
My bike.
Oh,
is
your
in
bicycle.
There. Yeah.
Who did you hear scream, baby?
Mama.
Mama? What did Mama say?
Mama didn't say nothing.
She just screamed real loud. And then you saw Granny.
Bentley, get a tissue.
Here, baby, you want a tissue? You just saw Granny poke Mama with the knife. Where did she poke Mama at? Show me again.
Right here.
In her neck right here?
Yeah.
Anywhere else?
No, that's it.
And then you said, and then what did Mommy do?
I just cried.
You cried? What did Mommy do?
Mommy just ran out the door and then her fall down and died.
Okay. And you said Granny stuck Uncle D too? Where did Granny stick Uncle D? In his hand?
Right there.
Did she do that before she stuck Mommy, or was it after?
Is after.
After. Okay, and so she poked Uncle D in the hand. And what, did he say anything? He didn't say nothing?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And then what? Did he run off to his room, or did he go outside?
He didn't go outside. He just stayed in his room.
He stayed in his room. Okay. And then you said Granny stuck herself?
Yeah.
She did?
Yeah, her stuck her nail right here.
She stuck herself right here in her neck?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did she ever say anything?
Her just say, ugh.
Okay, but you never heard her say anything after that?
No, her laid on Uncle D. Then I saw blood in the hallway.
So she laid on Uncle D
Yeah.
after she stabbed herself?
Yeah.
And
I saw Granny fighting with Mommy, and Mommy's just screaming, and her just grabbing her arm, and then her just poke her up there.
Mama had her arms up like this,
Yeah.
and Granny just poked her in the neck with a knife.
Yeah, her just put her hands down, and then her poke her in the knife.
And then that's when Mommy ran outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her went away.
Her ran away.
That's it.
Okay. And then after that, what happened after that? And when Mama ran outside and Granny went in there and laid over top of Uncle D, what did you and Braden do?
I just cried, and the people just say, "Stay in there, honey."
Is that when Miss Lisa came over and got you?
Yeah.
At this point, Bentley has already given the detectives a complete sequence of the events leading up to the police's arrival, but one account from a 4-year-old is not enough to establish exactly what happened. Her 5-year-old brother Braden has witnessed the same events, and his version would help verify whether the key details in Bentley's story holds up. And if you're here for cases that grow more disturbing with every new detail, consider subscribing so we can keep bringing you stories like this.
I want you to tell me just what you remember about this morning, okay?
Okay.
All right. Can you tell me what you saw or what you heard this morning at your house? Tell me what was going on when you woke up this morning. What was Braden doing?
I was playing on my tablet watching a movie. Then Sissy was playing because I ate the last pizza. And just as Sissy was quiet, then Mommy started playing with her. It's great. And Sissy started hurt her. And Mommy did this to Sissy. And this was that and Greg and Sissy cried. And Greg come here in the living room. And Greg said to Sissy, "It's going to be okay." And then Greg go get the knife and get Mommy up and her cut her.
You cut her?
Then Mommy went to Uncle G's room, and Mommy was saying this, I can't breathe. This was that, and this was that. Her ran outside, Mommy. And this was that. Mommy was dying outside. All the blood was coming out of her, and Greg and Uncle Keith tried to stop them, but the knife fell out of Granny's hand. Then they killed him with Wilhelm. Then it bounced with the wall with Granny's hand right here.
So when Mommy run outside, that's Granny. You said she tried to poke Uncle D. And what happened?
And Uncle D fell down in a bed right there.
In his room. And then what happened?
But then Sissy and me was crying in my room. And then we was crying really loud and everybody could hear us. Then the woman's come over here and pick us up.
Miss Lisa? Okay. What did, when you saw Uncle D go in his room and you said he laid down like this, what did Granny do?
Her went like this. And when it bounced through the wall.
Did you say it bounced? What bounced? The knife bounced off of the wall?
Then it bounced to Granny's hand right here.
Oh, it hit Granny in the hand? Okay. Did Granny fall on the floor?
No, hers just fall on the bed like this.
So who was in the house with Braden? Who was in the house with you today?
Sissy.
Sissy, and that's Bentley, right? And who else?
And Granny and Mommy and Uncle D.
Granny, Mommy, and Uncle D. And that's all that was in there? Okay. Now, after all that stuff happened, what did Bentley and Braden do? What did you guys do, you and Sissy?
We was quiet in my room.
You went in your room?
And I opened the door, I saw Mommy, and I screamed really loud.
And Mommy where was Mommy at when you saw her?
Her was next to Uncle D's room.
Okay. Did you ever see Mommy run out of the trailer? Out of the house?
No, my Bentley told me.
Oh, Bentley told you Mommy ran out? Okay. When did you see Miss Lisa?
At the very end.
Although Braden struggles to describe the events as clearly as Bentley, his account corroborates the same core sequence of the attack. He also fills in some gaps that his sister cannot recall. But before the detectives can fully rely on the children's account, they still need to talk to the neighbor, Miss Lisa, to see if her account supports their timeline.
I just need to go back through everything that you told me, that you heard and what you saw leading up to taking the children back over to your trailer.
Right.
Okay. And so if you would just walk me through exactly what happened.
I was reading in my back room and I just heard a bunch of screaming and bumping, and it sounded like somebody being thrown around or something being thrown around. And I could tell it was coming from the trailer next to me. I'm like, it's not the one right next to me, but we're like this.
Catty corner.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was really loud. And then the screaming sounded louder, like somebody run outside. And I ran out. I started to run out my back door. I didn't run out my back door. I think I told somebody I ran out the front door because I don't know why. I was going to go around to the street, I think, because I was scared when I heard it of what I would be running into, because it sounded pretty bad.
Okay.
And when I ran around, I saw Gabrielle. I saw the manager of where I live, and Gabrielle laying on the ground in all the blood. And I could hear the kids screaming in the trailer. And I turned around, looked back in the trailer, and both the kids were standing in the doorway. And Bentley was yelling that Granny had killed Mommy.
Okay. And Bentley is the little girl.
The little girl.
And there's another child inside?
Braden.
Yes.
Braden was behind her, and he was, saying the same thing, but she stood out above him because she was crying and just screaming it out loud over and over.
That Granny had killed Mommy.
Granny killed Mommy. She said she hated Granny. Granny killed Mommy, yeah.
Did she say anything else? I mean, as far as, did she give any kind of indication where she may have stabbed her?
After she came to the house, she said the neck. Okay. But when I was over there at the house before I took her to my house, she just said that Granny killed Mommy.
Okay. And when she said that, how did you get the children to come out of the trailer?
I just asked them to step down the stairs and stand out there with me because someone else was in the house. She let me know someone else was in the house. I asked her and she said Granny was in there, and I didn't know who else was in there. And I started to go in, but I didn't. I got them to come down the stairs because I didn't know, that there was somebody sitting in there with a knife I didn't know what was going on.
Yes, ma'am.
And I just got them to stand there with me. And we just stood there, where they couldn't see their mom, and they kept trying to go around and look.
The manager of the park was assisting Mom, correct?
Mm-hmm.
She was out there on the ground.
Yes.
And they're kind of
there
in
were
the
a few
roadway.
people there. I don't know who all was there, but I know Brady was there, the manager.
Okay. And so Mr. Brady was over there assisting Mom, who was laying on the ground just out of eyesight from you and the children.
Right. She was right around the corner. I mean, I had seen it all. And then when I came around, they saw her, but I got them to step back where they couldn't see anymore.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
I just stood there with them until the ambulance came for their mother. And, one of the other neighbors ran and got some clothes for him because he didn't have a shirt on when he came out. And, Brady wound up coming over and asking if I could just take them over to my house. So I took them over to my house.
Okay. The incident occurred at lot 25,
Uh-huh.
and you are in lot 34,
Yes.
which is catty corner. The back
Right.
of your trailer kind of is catty corner to the back of where the incident occurred.
Exactly.
Is that correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay. When you came out your door, did you go to the right and go around that way, or did you go to the left and come around the front of your trailer?
The front of my trailer?
Yeah. When you came out your door, did you go to the left towards the street right there and then come around the front of your trailer to go back there to their house?
Yeah, I just ran straight across and went to the right.
Okay.
I ran across the other lot and went up to the street.
Okay.
Where she was.
Did you see anybody else come out of that trailer?
No one else came out of the trailer. The two kids were standing on the inside and Gabrielle was laying out on the ground. That's all. Nobody else.
And you were standing there by that door the whole time. You never saw anybody else go inside the trailer or come out of the trailer? Okay. All right.
Lisa's description independently supports Bentley and Braden's accounts, giving detectives little reason to doubt their reconstruction of that morning. But the question still remains. Why did Janelle react so violently to what seems like harmless play? So the detectives now need to find out if there is anything in the family's history that can provide some insight, or if this tragedy is caused by something far more disturbing than anyone had imagined.
Do you know all the individuals that live in that trailer?
I know them. I don't know them really well. I've seen them at the bus stop.
Do you know
I
them by name?
waved to Janelle. I did know their names. Yes.
Okay. Who do you know that lives in the trailer?
Janelle is the one that I understood was the mother that lived there, and
The older mother, or
the older the
who's in the streets? There's two females.
yeah, Gabrielle, from what I understand, was her daughter. I really didn't know what their relationship was. I knew that the boy inside was her son, Devin.
Okay.
The teenager. He'd stood up at the bus stop with my nephew before.
Okay.
Many times.
And then you said Devin?
Mm-hmm.
And then, so Janelle, Gabrielle, Devin, and then the two children?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, have you ever seen any type of arguments, or have you ever heard any kind of arguments going on between them here recently or in the past or anything like that?
No, I haven't. Never heard anything.
You've never witnessed any type of disturbance?
They seem like a really nice, loving family. I mean, she always seemed very evasive. If I'd wave, sometimes she'd wave, sometimes she wouldn't. If she was somebody I didn't get to know very well. I knew her mother. Their great grandma lives in the neighborhood too.
Oh, you
took the kids.
That's Miss Page?
Linda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know her the best. And then I knew Devin from standing at the bus stop with her.
Okay.
And Gabrielle.
But you've never
I've
heard-
never seen or heard them fighting in any way. No.
All right. And Gabrielle was the one that was laying in the street,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the children's mother.
Right.
And Devin is her brother. And they're both.
I believe so. I mean, I knew Devin standing up. They said that was their uncle.
Okay.
You know, I didn't know them really, really well. Just casually, like.
And Janelle is their
Mostly
mother. Is
Yes.
Gabrielle's mother.
Yes.
Okay. You have anything else?
When you first saw the children, can you describe them with their appearance as far as?
They just looked, the little girl looked disheveled. Her hair was everywhere. She had told me that she was beside herself. She was screaming, crying. She was frantic, and Braden was very confused. And they were just both yelling, saying that over and over again. And Bentley had said that Mommy was playing with her and hurt her arm, and that Granny stabbed her.
As far as like the condition of the children, their appearance wise, were they bloody? Were they clean?
They had some blood on them. Braden had a little bit of blood down on his bottom of his leg, and they had like spattered like little tiny bits of stuff here and there.
But they were also
Emily said she'd been hurt somewhere like right here, but I didn't see anything on her, but she said she was hurt.
Did she complain anything about her arm?
She said Mommy hurt her arm.
But she
when
never
they
said
were
anything
playing.
else and nothing about it?
Okay. Nope.
Despite not knowing the family that well, nothing in her limited contact with them points to ongoing violence inside the home. And based on publicly available records, there is no recorded history of domestic violence involving the family. So, nothing they have learned so far explained why Janelle reacted with such extreme violence. The answer, if there was one, may have to come from someone who knew her far better than any neighbor did, Janelle's own mother, Linda.
Oh my God.
I know you as a family member, you don't understand how it can come to this.
No.
And so you can understand our position as well, but I can assure you that we're going to do everything we can to get to the bottom of it, okay? I'll give you my word on that, dear, all right? And I'm going to give you my card. It's got a case number on it.
Listen, I want to tell you something.
Okay.
And I don't want you to tell me about it.
Okay.
My daughter was under a lot of stress between her and her daughter. But somebody was threatening her. And she was very upset.
Janelle, when you say they were threatening her, what do you mean they were threatening her?
She said, don't tell me that. So Janelle, I watch a lot of cop shows and I watch a lot of detective shows. You have to tell somebody no, because they're threatening me and my family.
What kind of threats were they making to her?
I don't know. She wouldn't tell me. She told me that last night. She was real sick. She came home from work crying. She says they were stalking her.
They were stalking her residence over there?
No, at work.
At work. And how did she know this?
She found out about it.
Did someone tell her that, or
Yes.
or did she see it herself?
No, somebody told her about it, and then she.
What did they tell her? Do you know exactly what they told her?
No, I don't. She wouldn't tell me very much because she knows I will tell,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm telling you. But she says it's a lot of important people and police are involved.
Why would they be watching her though?
I can't go into it. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you anymore because I don't really know.
Well, what if you had to guess? Can you tell me what you think it's in reference to?
She was seeing some guy, and she told me that she was breaking off with him because somebody had came to her office and threatened her.
Okay. Who was it that she was seeing? Do you know his name?
I don't want to get it and discuss because there's a lot of policemen and women that are involved in it too, and I don't know much about it, but I do not want you telling anybody about it. I have to tell you just in case something else comes up.
Right.
And I asked her, I said, well, honey, you need to go say, well, Mom, you know we don't have no money.
Did you talk to Janelle on the telephone, or did you go and see her last night?
No, she came over and she said, Mom, I'm so sick. I got something to tell you, and don't tell her. She says, they can have your trailer back. She said they've been bugging her phone.
That somebody's been bugging her phone?
They hacked into her phone.
And how did she, and she only knows about that because someone told her that?
Yeah.
Is that someone at work that she trusts that tells her that? Or?
She wouldn't tell me. All I know is there's policemen involved, she said, and other people. She said it's kind of real big, and
And she had gotten involved with it because she found out about them and they threatened.
This is where things begin to take an unexpected turn. Based on what Linda described, it sounds like Janelle had been acting paranoid in the days before the attack. Linda is unsure about a lot of the details, which raises more questions and hints that something else is up. But for detectives, it is the first indication that Janelle's actions that morning may have been driven by something far more complex than a simple misunderstanding.
Have you ever known Janelle to have any type of domestic violence issues with Devin or with Gabrielle?
No.
Has she ever had any type of physical altercations that you're aware of with anyone else?
No, except her sister. Her and her sister didn't get along, and it was actually her sister's fault. Anyway. But that's basically it. No, she always tried to keep the peace with Gabrielle and do whatever she can. And Gabrielle she's just a wild child.
Mm-hmm. Have there been any issues between them since Gabrielle had been here for Christmas with Bentley?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of issues have been with them?
Gabrielle taken off.
Just up and leave?
Mm-hmm.
Would she leave Bentley behind for your daughter, for Janelle to watch her?
Mm-hmm.
And you just wouldn't tell her when she was coming back?
Well, sometimes she did, sometimes she didn't. And mostly it's like a day or two. She said she didn't have a ride, but she'd get back.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have a phone either, so. But there were some arguments, but, arguments is arguments. And then, it was nothing.
Nothing ever physical.
No.
You never saw them shoving each other or hitting each other or anything like that?
No.
So something like this would be very out of character for Janelle to do.
Oh, my God, yes. Janelle is very religious. Yeah. Janelle would never hurt anybody or anything. And this blows my mind. Oh my God, is it a killer? I don't know. I just don't know what happened. I had to go to an insurance meeting this morning because I just got Blue Cross and Blue Shield and I had to go to this meeting this morning, so that's where I was at. Miss Susan was the one that called me.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I just got out of the meeting. I just got out of the meeting. I got in the car, checked my phone, and Susan's number was on there. So I went ahead and called her, and she said that something horrible had happened, and she wasn't going to tell me on the phone. And I said, Susan, tell me what's going on. And she says, there's been an accident. We need to come here. And I said, do you know anything? She said, no. And she said, the children are in 36. And I thought, 36? Oh. And then, so I was on the phone and I called Susan back and I said, what trailer did you say? She says, the road's blocked. You'll have to walk. And then she hung up because she was just upset, I guess. So that's when I got there.
Okay. Have you ever known Janelle to have any problems with anyone else as far as...
Oh, God, no.
Nothing physical?
No.
What about Gabrielle?
I don't know too much about Gabrielle, but no, I've never seen her fight with anybody. Her and her mom argues just like any other mother-daughter thing. And, but it was always arguing, then it was solved, and, so that's basically it. But Janelle never heard her flee.
What about Devin?
Devin's the most kindest, sweetest kid on this earth.
What was his relationship like with his mother?
Oh, Devin. Devin and Janelle were very devoted. Thank God. He's the sweetest kid. He waited forever to get a job at Winn-Dixie. He got it. He was so happy because of his best friend. And he's been working there, and he's so proud to work there. He just started college. I went to pick him up last night. And he was telling me about earth signs, how much he likes it and everything. And he was always there. I could say, Daddy, can you come over and do something for me? Yes, Mama, because I don't know anything about TVs and computer stuff, of how you put stuff in things on my phone. And he'd be always over there. Always.
Did you ever have any problems with Gabrielle?
No. Devin was, he's the most peaceful, calmest kid there is. He loves his games. He's sweet and kind. He'll do anything for you. And he took time out, I don't know how many times, to come over and help me with my phone. He told me, Mama, I got work tomorrow. I said, okay. I said, what time? Because I took him to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, I'll be there at 8:30. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I wish there was something that we could do to change it, but unfortunately there's not.
I know.
But we're going to get it figured out, okay?
You
And I'm
know,
going to let you know every step of the way what's going on.
anybody, he should have lived. He was very tech savvy. He was always excited about college. He was always excited about what he was going to do, and he's never been in trouble. Since he's been working, he would help his mom buy groceries and everything. And like I said, this is the best kid there is in the world.
Well, we're going to do our very best for you, okay?
Janelle reportedly said she believed her family was in danger and that the only way to save them was to take their lives.
I don't understand it. I don't understand how you could reach such a level of, a psychotic break to go that far, but I just know that wasn't my mom.
Although indicted for first-degree premeditated murder and attempted premeditated murder on March 16, 2018, Janelle was found not guilty by reason of insanity and committed to a secure state psychiatric hospital. In February 2022, Janelle was conditionally released to a community mental health facility. Gabrielle continues rebuilding her life with her children while mourning the loss of her brother, who died protecting them. Do you believe the court reached the right outcome, or should Janelle have faced a more severe sentence? Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here.